Ladies and gentlemen, I want to get right to the point today. So listen closely. This isn't a pep talk or a cozy little motivational speech. This is a challenge. If you're here looking for sympathy, you're in the wrong place. If you're waiting for someone to hold your hand through life, or if you want a shoulder to cry on about how hard it's all been, then you've already lost. Because the harsh reality is this: no one cares about your struggles. No one cares about your pain, your problems, or how tough you think you've had it. The world isn't interested in your excuses, and it doesn't owe you a damn thing. Some of you might be thinking, but I've got reasons. I've been through hell. Guess what? So has everyone else. You're not special because you've faced hardship. You're not unique because you've suffered. You think you're the only one who's been knocked down? Wrong. You think you're the only one who's had life kick you in the teeth. Get real. Everyone faces pain, failure, setbacks. But the difference is, there are men who get up, dust themselves off, and fight back. And there are men who lie there, drowning in self-pity, hoping someone will come to rescue them. Well, no one is coming to rescue you. There is no white knight, no safety net, no magical solution that's going to make it all better. That's a fairy tale. You're either going to stand up and take responsibility for yourself, or you're going to sit on the sidelines while life passes you by. Why is it that so many men today feel entitled to success without sacrifice, to respect without effort, and to happiness without hardship? Because they've been lied to. They've been fed a steady diet of comfort and convenience, and they think they're owed something just for existing. They want a trophy just for showing up. But real men know better. The truth is, your life is in your hands. Every single decision you make, every moment you choose to act or to be idle, shapes the path you're on. You don't like where you are? Then change it. Don't like who you are? Then fix it. Stop waiting for someone else to make it happen for you, because that's never going to happen. What's that? You feel burned out, overwhelmed. You feel like the world's too heavy. Listen carefully. No one cares how you feel. Feelings don't pay the bills. Feelings don't build legacies. Feelings don't create strength or resilience. You know what does? Action, discipline, the willingness to push through when every bone in your body is telling you to quit. This is the era of soft men who crumble at the first sign of difficulty. Men who run to social media to broadcast their grievances, looking for sympathy from strangers instead of solving their problems. Here's a news flash. Sympathy is weakness. It's a trap that keeps you stagnant, that keeps you wallowing in the past instead of grinding for your future. You can complain all you want, but every second you spend whining is a second you're not working, a second you're not improving. If you want change, then you need to start treating life like the war zone it is. You need to start facing it head on, with everything you've got. Because life is ruthless. It doesn't give you breaks. It doesn't give you timeouts. And it doesn't care how many times you've failed. The only thing that matters is that you get up every single time, that you keep fighting, that you push through every obstacle and every setback without hesitation, without excuses. Some of you are sitting here thinking, well, it's not that easy. Let me tell you something. It's as easy or as hard as you decide it's going to be. You think it's too hard? Then it is. You think you can't handle it? Then you won't. This isn't about what you can or can't do. It's about what you will or won't do. The choice is yours. But it's exhausting. Yeah? Life's exhausting. Being a man is exhausting. Building something worthwhile is exhausting. The question is, are you willing to endure it? Are you willing to suffer for the things you want? Because if you're not, someone else is. And they're going to take the opportunities, the rewards, and the respect that could have been yours. They're going to leave you in the dust because they're willing to fight harder than you are. And for those who are waiting for things to get easier, for the world to be more fair, you're wasting your time. The world isn't here to accommodate you. It doesn't care about your comfort. Life is relentless, unforgiving, and if you want something out of it, you're going to have to be tougher, faster, and more relentless than the obstacles in your way. I get it. There's fear. There's uncertainty. You're afraid you're not enough, that you're not going to make it. That's the fight you need to face. You need to look that fear in the eye, stare it down, and walk right through it. Fear is a liar. It's a thief that steals your potential, that keeps you small, that keeps you hiding in the shadows. Every time you give in to it, you're letting yourself down. You're letting everyone who's ever believed in you down. You're letting the man you could become down. There's no more room for excuses. Excuses are the language of failure, of mediocrity. Every time you make an excuse, you're letting weakness win. You're letting weakness define who you are. Do you really want that? Do you want to be the man who settled, who gave up, who couldn't hack it? Or do you want to be the man who fought, who conquered, who made something of himself despite the odds? So what's it going to be? You have two choices: get up or stay down. That's it. Those are the only options. If you're going to get up, then do it with everything you've got. Commit. Go all in. Stop half-assing it. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop letting fear dictate your choices. Stand up and make a decision, once and for all, that you're going to own your life. And if you choose to stay down, then make peace with mediocrity. Make peace with regret, because that's all that's waiting for you. Regret for the man you could have been, for the life you could have had if only you'd had the guts to stand up. And one day, when you're older, looking back on your life, you'll feel the weight of every single excuse you ever made. And you'll know that you had the choice. You had the power to change it all. But you didn't. So I'm asking you one last time, what kind of man are you? Are you the man who's going to stay down? Who's going to let life beat him when to the ground? Or are you going to be the man who rises, who fights, who doesn't give a damn about the odds because he's willing to go to war for his life? The choice is yours.